Today is a very exciting day. Why, I hear you ask? Well, we're changing out the Taycan, the car that you've seen on the channel, the electric Porsche, which is an amazing car, by the way, for another car. It's another Porsche. It's a Porsche with a proper engine. We need a car that we can just rely on so we don't have to keep charging it. I've gone from charging the car once a week to now charging it 3 times a week, and we are just at the tip of the iceberg. And it's my turn to feel like that 5-year-old boy, like you guys that come visit me at the boutique having your special day. Well, today's my special day. And what do you need for a special day? You need a special watch. And I've got the unbelievable Meteorite Daytona that I do only wear on special occasions. So it's paired today nicely with the new Porsche. But let me tell you, what a car this is. So did you say 2 new rear tyres?
2 brand new rear tyres. They come from Germany. It makes every journey enjoyable.
Yeah.
So I tend to think if you're in the standard Carrera range, then go with a 991.1.
Yeah.
When you go to the GT cars, I mean, that is just so much more capable than a 991. It's an absolute monster. Theme of the car.
Yeah.
It's
Do you know what it reminds me of? And I was telling Aaron on the way down, reminds me of the Batman car. I'm old enough to know that. It was originally black and red.
Was it?
Yeah, it reminds me of that.
With the wings and everything on it.
Yeah. It wasn't as good looking as that. So yeah, the car is absolutely insane. Such a special...
Are you going to work with it tomorrow?
Yeah, it's my daily. The fun's over, it's back to business and back to LWC HQ. But it looks like we've got a busy day ahead of us. And before I get to that, it's time for your Rolex market update. The first thing I have to discuss is previously mentioned on our channel, of course, is the uptake in precious metal models. What do I mean by that? The steel and golds, the full gold models, the one that you guys are pulling the trigger on, the ones that we've said, some are so underlisted. It's an absolutely ridiculous reason not to purchase in the current market. For example, the full gold blues, we've got a few of you guys on our books looking to buy this particular watch. We've said for some time they have been way underlisted, but what is imminent? A price rise from Rolex that is due in the next few weeks. We think Q1, a minimum I think of around 7 to 8%, maybe even up to 10%. Full gold Submariner, the blue one, the one that I absolutely love. To let you know, the retail price is just below 40,000. Same for the GR&R, the full gold GMT, and also the same for the Blueberry. Even more of a bargain on the grey market. Let's discuss the GR&R. Again, that's another one. We've got clients, you guys that watch this channel, on the books looking to buy this watch. We would look to source that watch to let you guys know around the 10 to 15% for a brand new one under list. But the one that's been selling out, there's actually 2 I can actually speak of. One is the bimetal bluesy. You guys know, one of my favorites. Ironically, we have sold out. We have none to show you here. We had at least 4 or 5 in only in the last 2 weeks, all completely sold out, all under list. The new retail price from Rolex currently is £14,950. This watch, I think, will go up in the new year, and we can sell you a brand new one and have been doing under that price for 2025 unworn. If you're looking for one a few years older but still brand new and unworn, you're going to save around £2,000, a literal no-brainer. The other one is the GMT Root Beer. Again, we sell that for round about list price. Again, do not do the dance. Do not go to your authorised dealer and wait for that watch or buy other watches that you do not want, because you can pick it up on the day. Again, we are sold out of that particular model. So the trends are there. The gold price has gone up ridiculously this year. We all know that. Again, let's look at the bimetal Daytona. Sold out. We are trying to buy this watch and we're not getting many through. this last week, and why can't we replace them? You guys are either holding on to them, you don't want to sell them, and obviously you are going to take a loss from the AD, or you're actually buying them and keeping them because they are such good value. And for me, the bimetal Daytona is the best out of all three because it is the Daytona range. But you know what it is? You know, these watches are such good value on the grey market. So the trends continue. Let's look into Q1 next year. I'm sure it will continue again. But for you guys wanting that savvy purchase before the end of 2025, you are certainly pulling the trigger. The next thing I'd like to discuss is the Trump tariff. It's been agreed, the deal has been done. We have covered this in other videos. If you've not seen it, check it out on the channel. It's now 15% across the board. US clients, you guys that are loyal to LWC and follow the channel are desperate to buy, and you keep emailing in every day, and where all we can say is, yeah, unfortunately, it's been agreed, but it's not actually being put in place. So we're hoping this side of Christmas, it will all be put there so you guys can continue to shop with LWC. We're desperate to sell you the watches. You know, 15%, it's more than affordable for the watches that we sell, but at the minute it's not being put in place. So watch this space, because hopefully it'll be this side of Christmas. If not, it'll definitely be Q1. The other thing I'd like to discuss, and this is a big trend that we've actually seen in 2025, is the milestone brand that Rolex has become for us at LWC and for you guys that shop with us. We've had so many amazing clients. You guys will have seen them on the channel, shopping with LWC, buying that watch for a reason, because it is marking something special in their life. It's always been a milestone brand, but it's become even more so, I think, in 2025. And there's a lot of lucky guys watching this video now that will be receiving a watch at Christmas time where their partner, their wife, whoever has bought them this gift. And we've seen a massive uptrend in ladies, you watching this video now, who've been buying for your lucky partners. And it's just crazy to think that Rolex has become this amazing milestone brand, even more so than what it was before, where you guys are just like, yeah, I'm marking it, you know, it's my son's, you know, 21st, it's my daughter's 21st, I've sold my business, you know, I want to treat my wife for 50th, my husband for his 60th, you name it, we've seen it all. And I've got to tell you, it's really special to be part of that journey, and it's become even more so. I feel, honestly, it's even more of the same next year in 2026. You know, it's such a special thing to be able to sell a watch, a Rolex watch, to you guys who are on that journey. We're just a very small part of it, and you're marking it with a very special watch, and you're choosing LWC. And for me, you couldn't pay the company a bigger compliment. Another trend that we've seen on the run up to Christmas, you guys, and it's the same thing we've seen all year, but even more so over the last few weeks, you are not willing to do that dance anymore. You are coming to buy your Grail watch. So we've seen a lot of part exchange deals. A lot of you guys, bundle deals, 2, 3, 4 watches, buying the Daytona, the steel, you know, the iconic Holy Grail, you know, buying, you know, an Oysterflex watch, something that you guys, you know, cannot or physically will not do the dance to get from your Rolex authorized dealer. The wait list too long. It's years and years and years. I mean, 2 to 4 years for Submariner Date. We're talking 4 to 8 years for Submariner No Date. By the way, that is one of our hottest watches over the last few weeks. You know, what can you imagine the wait list like for a Pikachu or Ghost, the Oysterflex Daytona? I've got 2 to show you actually. So this is the one that is our best selling one of all time in the Oysterflex range. 18 karat white gold, ghost style, grey dial, black subdials on the rubber strap. Retail price from Rolex is £33,450. This watch has gone up. It's around 10% on the grey market this year. We now sell this watch for £40,000. The other one, and I can't believe I've actually got one in over the last few weeks, is this one. You know, you all know and love the Pikachu. You know, it's my favourite watch in the Daytona Oysterflex lineup. This is the new reference. Such a hard watch to get. We've been so lucky over the last 4 or 5 weeks. We've had at least 3 or 4, this being the 5th one. And you guys out there, it's gone up again even more in the last month. It's gone up another 10%. We're now selling this watch for around the £43,000 mark. We've got one of our clients coming this weekend and he's going to trade in 2 watches for this watch, because you know you cannot physically walk in and order this watch, even if you're saying, you know what it is, I'll take a few days, just I'll take a, you know, whatever, an obscure watch, I'll buy some diamonds. You're still not going to get this watch. They're making it even harder for you guys to get. So we're very fortunate to get them in. They have shot up in price, but you know what it is, guys, these are special watches, and unless you've ever seen them in the flesh, tried them on, or you know, actually been lucky enough to be able to buy one, you know, you really do need to appreciate how special these watches actually are. We've got 2 weeks left on the run up to Christmas. Hopefully you guys can still get the watch that you want, you know, hopefully from us as well. You know, the popular watches, the popular models, you know, the Bruce Waynes, you know, we all know that. I think, have we got one left or not? Let me just have a quick look. I think we've got one. Yeah, I've got one left, yeah. I think we sold 2 yesterday, an Oyster and a Jubilee yesterday. Got this watch here. You know, this is the understated GMT in the category. You know, I've spoken about it quite a lot on the channel. It's just under £10,000 retail. It's actually gone up around 10 to 15% this year. We're now selling this watch for £15,450. Beautiful 2-tone black and grey bezel. Really nice oyster bracelet. My personal favourite, this has absolutely grown on me this year, this watch. You know, but it's such a special watch and we sell it. And as soon as we buy more, you know, this only came in yesterday, by the way, so if it's here tomorrow, I would be surprised. But this is one that we're continuing to buy and stock and resell and then buy again. The other one is, of course, the Batgirl. Again, we just sell this watch day in, day out. That is the best-selling GMT of the whole lineup on the Jubilee bracelet, blue back bezel. What a watch that is. And the other one that we've been selling out a lot of is the Submariner Date and the No Date. I think we had like 5 Submariner Dates in, we're down to 1. I think we've got no dates. This is no joke, and you know I say on the channel, this is literally no joke. We will sell it in seconds, literally seconds. You know, someone will see it, they can be in the other side of the world on a holiday, you know, and just check it and like, just buy it. It's as quick as that. It's like one of those watches, you know, I believe there's a genuine trend with that where you guys have seen, you know, the absolute cleanliness and clean looking of that watch. No cyclops, no date. What a clean watch that is, and for me, that's the more iconic out of the two. I know the, you know, the Submariner Date's had its sort of fans over the last few years, but the No Date's where it's at, and I would buy, you know, the cabinet full of No Dates if I could today, and I'll guarantee you by the end of next week they'd all be gone. Simple as that. So that's the run up to Christmas market update done. We will have a full review of the whole year. We're going to have a look back at our highlights. That is coming in our Christmas special, but for you guys, we've got a little treat, a little bit in the back office. The team, we've obviously got Josh, you know and love, the boutique manager, but a new chap that works for us, Kath, lovely fella. He's the sales executive, and we're going back and forwards with some prices, and you can see how we actually price watches and how the team price watches and how we try and buy some of the big collections.
Right, so we've got another collection in.
Yep.
Me and Kath have separately worked out what we think the offer should be.
Okay.
And then we want to run it by you.
Yep.
See how far off we are.
Do you each know what each other have done?
No.
Okay, so it's your first test. Okay.
No pressure.
No pressure, a lot of pressure.
We've priced these all as pre-owned.
Okay.
GMT Master 2 Batman 2014.
Pre-owned full set?
Yep.
Yeah.
Serviced in 2020.
So 2014, old card, it'll have the old clasp, it'll have the satin through the clasp. I would value that at £7,000. 7?
8.
Oh, so that's £1,000 over. Okay.
Being generous.
GMT Master 2 LN, black bezel, 2010.
2010, right, okay.
Service in 21 again.
£6,500.
I was 7.
I had 7.
Okay. But you've also done 7 for 14 Batman, which makes the Batman sound as it should be more. So it had to be less.
True.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think because the thing is, like if it was 2018, 2019 of the GMTs, we would normally pay around about 7.5, 8.
Yep.
So it has to come under that. And I know it might sound cheap, but it just has to.
2017 Hulk.
It always depends if we need the stock, but I'd buy that because we do need it. I'd say 12.5.
That's a 13.
All right, okay. Fair play.
I was at 10.5.
10.5. I mean, I'd like to buy them for 10.5. I just don't think you'd get one at 10.5. Yeah. That's the only thing. I mean, 10.5, I'd probably say that's for like one without a card, like a watch only, take that sort of money. You just try to balance the scales here, Kath, aren't you? I know what you're doing. Yeah. So I'd show you grand now.
2000 Zenith white Daytona.
Yep.
Service in 22.
It's all about condition, that watch. What the bezel and the shoulders look like. Because if they've been polished a lot, you know they lose like the numerals, don't they? All the black goes, and obviously the shoulders become just a little rounded. I mean, the market for the Zeniths was 5 years ago, really, for the big money. I would say that watch is worth, with papers, got to be worth like 12.5 grand.
Said 16.
16?
I'll beat him on this one.
Go on.
I'm at 11.5.
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to buy it for 11.5. That's more steel and gold money. So we bought some steel and gold Zeniths, and for whatever reason, the Zenith movement, they're just like really low priced. And the other reason I've gone, I know why you're at 16, because we've had like some like Patrices and stuff like that, you know, the black ones. And what are they doing online?
19.5 for full set.
They will not be getting that money, I'll tell you now. Because that's the same money as a 2015 or 16 of the last year of the white APH chromolite dial.
Yep.
And for me, that's I know it's a Zenith, but it's like an old watch. It's 25 years old.
So what you gone for?
12.5.
Pre-ceramic white Daytona 2015.
Pre-ceramic.
Service in 21.
White Daytona 2015.
Yep.
I'm gonna go 14.5.
That's what I got.
Seb?
Yep.
14.
Oof, yes, nice.
Close.
Yeah, good work.
Explorer 2,
Yeah.
black dial, 2018.
5 grand.
5.5.
5,750.
Oh, not too bad. Yeah.
And then last one,
Yeah.
Yachtmaster 2, 116680, 2021.
That, I mean, we've had one recently. It took a bit of selling, didn't it?
So, wasn't it?
I know where you're going to be. I think you're sub 10 grand. I'm going to go 9 grand.
Wait, 11.5.
Right. I mean, what are they doing?
There's a 22 at 16, but I thought we'd probably sell it for around 14.
We sold ours for a lot less than that.
Yeah.
And it took some selling, didn't it? Where were you on that?
11,750.
Right. Yeah.
Good morning, the Luxury Watch Company. Good morning, LWC Services. Kath, have you boxed that submariner up yet?
Yeah, all ready to go.
So we're on the run up to Christmas. It's a busy time for LWC. We've got a lot of watches coming in. We've actually got a lot of sales as well. So I want to also make sure that you guys get the content that you deserve. So the next few weeks are going to be super busy for the team at LWC. Today I'm going to review the unbelievable turquoise blue Tiffany dial Oysterflex Daytona. This is the watch here, so it is of course in yellow gold. It was introduced from Rolex this year at Watches and Wonders. We've been fortunate enough to have 2 in stock. This one here is actually sold to one of our good clients collecting Saturday, so I've rushed to do the review for you guys so you get to know what I think about this watch. For me, this is the perfect combination. My favorite color, which is baby blue, turquoise blue, put in my favorite watch, the 18 karat gorgeous yellow gold Daytona Oysterflex. This particular model here, of course, we all know it's not stamped Tiffany & Co. as some of the Patek Philippe's or Rolex watches that we know and love from the past, but it has that nod to Tiffany. It is an exclusive watch from Rolex. It is reserved for the VVIP clients who've spent a considerable amount of money with Rolex to be allocated this watch. What does this watch cost, I hear you asking? The retail price from Rolex is £31,750. We've just sold this watch on our website for £83,000, and you guys are going, this is madness. How can this watch be worth this amount of money? Well, I can tell you, bear in mind we sell thousands and thousands of Rolex watches. This is a very special watch. It is a new release. We all know the Daytona has been around since the 60s. This is the latest trend from Rolex from 2016, the Oysterflex strap. We all know I wear the Pikachu. We all know and love. This is my go-to watch, my favourite watch I've ever bought and owned. But this is the new one from Rolex. I never thought they would actually marry a turquoise blue dial and yellow gold. And for most people, if you'd say those words, you'd actually say, it won't work. It just will not work. Well, I can tell you, look at the harmony there. It's got the beautiful black subdial. It's got the beautiful gold button markers. Of course, set in 18 karat yellow gold with the amazing rubber Oysterflex strap. The unbelievable glide lock, again, a game changer for Rolex. I've got to tell you, to have that flexibility to be able to operate it, make it smaller, make it bigger without having to take or move the bracelet up or down is a game changer. But what a watch. This is very, very special watch. Myself, all the team have been having a debate on this particular watch. How does this dial compare to the OP Tiffany, the one that we've known to love over the last few years? Well, as it happens, I've got one to show you here. We can compare side by side. But for me, my initial thought is this is a slightly warmer, darker colour of turquoise blue. But sometimes when you look at this watch and you compare it to the other one, you can see that maybe it's the warmth of the yellow gold, the gold batter markers, you know, the black subdials. Let's get the watch out and let's have a look. So this is the OP36. Again, this is one that's actually sold to one of our good clients. If you're watching now, congratulations and thank you for shopping with us. This is the OP36, and this of course is the Tiffany Daytona. Now, if you look at them side by side, there is a slight difference in tone. I've got to tell you guys, we sell a lot of watches and a lot of big Rolex pieces here at LWC. This is my favourite from the release this year, and I've got to tell you, it's my favourite of 2025. I've not seen a better watch come through the boutique, and it just gives me that special feeling. So for me, it is the best watch that Rolex has produced in 2025. It's that time you've all been waiting for. It is, of course, the workshop treats.
So today in the workshop we've got a vintage Tudor to reference 7024-0. It's known as the Oyster Prince Date. So very interesting is it's got the original box that came with it. The client got it. I'm not 100% sure on the history of the watch. I believe it was bought by the client's husband, potentially, and they're now passing it down to their son. Here's the watch. It's not in the greatest of conditions, but at the same time, it was made in 1970. Yeah, the case back is a Rolex case back. This was a thing that obviously when Tudor was first founded, they were put in the market as like a daughter company for Rolex, basically to try and give affordable watches to the masses. A lot of the components you'll find were actually Rolex components, and then the movement in this one is actually an ETA movement. We always test the movements when they first come in, and it can give us an indication of any faults which may be present. Obviously this one, it's got quite a low amplitude, but given its age and service history, that's not too surprising. As with any watch, the next thing is to disassemble the movement. We will inspect all the parts. In this case, we've polished the pivots of the wheels to bring them back up to a usable standard. The next stage will be polishing the case. So again, we've lapped the sides of this case. It's got quite straight, flat sides that were quite badly worn. It's very important to use the correct oils in the correct places. Obviously, you've got different oils, different viscosities. Heavier oils you find further up the gear train, lighter oils towards the escapement. Now the watch is running, we'll do a final test, regulator. Obviously now we can see a good increase in amplitude, and the rate is still well within an acceptable tolerance. Tudor, all sorted out now.
Oh,
Vintage one.
nice. Okay.
Have a look at
What have we done on this one?
it. Polished it,
Yep.
fixed a couple of links, because obviously they were snapped.
Yeah.
Serviced it as well.
Yeah. Look at that. Looks like a different watch, doesn't it? We've got the right finish on the case back as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
Has this been gifted to somebody else, or?
I believe she's passing it down.
Oh,
her son.
she is, yeah, to her son, isn't she?
Yeah.
So it's got sentimental value as well. Look
Yeah.
at the case on that. Tell you what it is, that's going to blow their mind.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a new watch almost,
It
in
is,
comparison
isn't
to
it?
what it
Yeah.
was.
Really, really, really well done. You should be proud of that.
Yeah.